Donald Trump's going to pardon Diddy.
They were friends. What more can you tell us?
So if he did pardon him, could anybody stop and think rationally why he might do it? Because of Maureen Comey. She was the prosecutor in Diddy's and in Ghislaine Maxwell. Neither, in my opinion, getting what they deserved. But, I mean, getting off easy. Even Maxwell with 20 years. I think there was so much that with Virginia Giuffre's testimony, and this didn't make it into the news very, I don't think it really was widespread. It's why I went and read her actual testimony from that case against Maxwell, and where she says, no, Donald Trump was never doing anything with girls. No, he was never on any plane. But they were toying with her testimony. They were. And Maureen Comey is the one that prosecuted that. So, because then they spoke to her again and she said, no, I never said that. And then they ended up with so there was a lot of playing games there with Virginia Giuffre, because she was one of the biggest people that testified against Maxwell. You can find all that. They literally had taken her words and said, like, put the opposite down. Instead of, no, Donald Trump was never there, they put, yes, he was. That was during the Maxwell. That's what the left, of course, back then was calling Epstein a total conspiracy theory. Now they act like that we're supposed to believe they give a shit about Epstein when they never did in the past 8 years, okay? But we did, and so we looked into that, and then they put out the actual, she said, no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't. She said what she said yes to. She said, that's what I said. I didn't say that. So who was prosecuting? Maureen Comey. And who is Maureen Comey? She was prosecuting also Diddy. Well, Maureen Comey is the daughter of James Comey, who is the head of the FBI and all the bullshit Russia hoax they did against Trump. Yep. So it all ties back to that. It's sort of like, and I'm not trying to say that Diddy isn't, he's a big fish you want to see behind bars because of the shit he was involved with. But if it's going to get them closer to getting the rest of them, then maybe that's the reason he'll pardon him. Yeah, I know none of us would really like it, but the fact is he's getting, look at our justice system. He should have, for everything that he was involved in, he should have gotten a lot more time, and he didn't. Well, we don't know how much time he'll get off, but he was found not guilty on most of it already. There was only 2 counts that they're going to get him on. So at the most, he'll spend 20 years, which you knock that down to 10 years? Same thing with Ghislaine Maxwell. So I can understand why he might be considering it. So before people go off the deep end, you need to realize Maureen Comey was the prosecutor in both those cases. She's not the prosecutor, that's who Trump recently fired, was her. And everybody said, oh, he's targeting people. Oh, I am so sick of hearing that bullshit after Biden and all of you goons on the left did nothing but target Donald Trump and his associates, please. Like that is even going to hold any weight with any American at this point. But yeah, that would be the reason. So before people go, flying off the deep end, oh, he's one of them. No, because it likely, in my book, would have something to do, common sense, because of Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter, who prosecuted both Maxwell and was the prosecutor in Diddy. And in both cases, boy, for the stuff they were accused of, they got off really easy.